All right, guys. Just going to go over some of our passing game here for you guys out in J-Quad or Umoja that don't have the luxury of being with us Wednesday through Friday at the University of Nairobi. Just a brief overview of the formation that we're in. We're in Trey right. If you notice, we have our tight end in tight here. This is our H. This is our Z. Our X is split out to the wide side there on the left-hand side. And so ultimately, we're in Trey right. Why is it Trey right? Because we've called to the right the formation. Okay, remember the right is the call. The formation is Trey. The T of Trey speaks to the tight end, okay, telling him that he is tight. The T and the Y. So remember our tight end, we call him Y. So the T and the Y of Trey tell the tight end that he's in tight, and that our Y is in tight. Okay. Remember, this is a 3-by-1 look. We have 1, 2, 3 by 1 receiver over there to the left. So that's a 3-by-1 formation. Trey is a trips or a 3-receiver look. So we know that H is going to come in a 3-by-1 look. We got to remember that H comes with the call, remembering that the call is right. The formation is Trey. The call is right. So if we said Trey left, H, Z, and Y would all be on the left. X would flip over to the right. But right here we're in Trey right. Okay, so the call is to the right. H and Z know they need to go to the right. Z goes with the call. About 99% of the time, Z is going to go with the call. So we have Trey right here. This is out of our drop game, the play that we have here. It's called drop flood. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to freeze this as we kind of get going through here a little bit. If we notice our tight end right here, he just takes a step off the line of scrimmage. He's just getting out here into the flat area. Okay. He's just running about a 2-yard to 3-yard route, no deeper than 3 yards. Okay. So you see him get all the way out here into the flat. He's staying still at 3 yards. And you notice, okay, when he gets near the sidelines, he turns around. He doesn't start going upfield. He just turns around right here. And that's really important for us to do that. If you notice, what did number 2, our H, do? Okay, remember that's number 1, number 2, number 3. Okay, and our X is number 1 to the backside. All right. So number 1 is going to go vertical. This is on flood. Okay, so we'll go from 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 is going to go vertical. Okay, he's just vertical clearing out, going down the field. Okay. And then what we have is number 2, H, is going to run a 12-yard out for us. Okay, if you notice here, he's going to get down to the 18-yard line. He's going to break it hard to the outside. And again, he's coming hard outside. Okay, he doesn't round that off. You see this receiver here. If I move the cursor up to him, see he's nice and low to the ground, okay? And that's how he gets out of his break nice and easy, okay? That's who we end up throwing the ball to here. All right, so number 1 runs the vertical, number 2 runs our 12 and out, and again the tight end is in the flat 2 to 3 yards deep. Now, if we look at our backside, I'm going to scan over here to our backside X. This is our X here. What our X has got on drop game away from him, he's got to dig across the field. And you notice what he's doing here. You know, it's a video game, but ultimately this is how we would coach it. Okay, he's going to fight for depth as he's getting across the field. What I mean by depth is he's getting deep, right? So he's getting deep as he goes across the field. He's trying to get to about 12 yards as he's bringing it across. Now we see this safety or linebacker kind of gets in his way. He's going to fight over the top of him and fight to space. Okay? So that's what our backside number 1 does on drop flood. Okay? Oops. All right. Now, we end up with man-to-man coverage here. Which is obviously really ideal against really anything. But when we get this hard breaking out here, it's hard to cover that in man-to-man coverage. Looks like he's pushing vertical. You see that defensive back, when he settles his hips to break out, and that defensive back keeps going, makes it a nice, easy throw and catch for our quarterback and our H here. So this is dropped flood. We'll be doing this with all of our drop game here, so please make sure that we're paying attention to the videos as they're coming out. This way you're understanding what drop flood is and what it looks like, and again, the importance of it. We'll talk more and more about the pass protection. Ultimately, on this particular play, we have some really good pass protection, create a nice pocket for our quarterback, which allows him time to throw the football cleanly. All right, so we'll do the rest of the drop game here shortly, and make sure we're asking questions when we need to. Thanks, fellas.